Bustin' makes me feel good. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. This song is like 4 minutes long, so I'm gonna transition before we even get there. Oh, hi, Hero. I'm sorry, did I hear that Chad was confused about what Tony had done to sabotage today's stream? I don't know. What could it be? How we all doing today? Hello, 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 hello. I don't know. Look at these faces and tell me Tobey Maguire is a good actor. Just look at that face right there. I can't even do it correct. Maybe that makes him a great actor. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. We got treats from Mon, Catilla, K-Bell, Carly, Zuma, Lambrecht. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Such range? Yeah. Such range in acting. From this face to this face. Yup. Doggies, you guys want some treats? How we all doing today? I hope you're having an excellent day. It's a short stream today. Oh, I do love this song. This is a throwback. Short stream today, about 2 hours. Maybe a couple minutes longer. But headed out of town on an airplane tomorrow morning at like early as shit. And I have some work yet to do. I got some thumbnails to make and some YouTube videos to set and daughter and dog to drive places and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to do a short stream today, but I cannot resist playing more Alan Wake, especially after yesterday. That shit was amazing. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. So I'm really looking forward to a couple hours here. And then we'll finish Alan Wake next week at some point. So probably. I don't know. We may finish it. We may just talk about it forever. Based on how long it takes me to make any progress in the game. Okay, Sarah says, today's Majora's Mask episode was pure gold. Thank you for that. I really enjoyed it too. I'm glad you did. I think there's some fun stuff coming up in the next 3 or 4 Majora's Mask videos. Probably some frustrations, but some fun stuff too, I think. At this pace, how many hours is it going to take me to beat the game at this pace? Yo, did you guys know we have watch streaks? We got watch streaks, which is a way for you to get extra shots for claiming your watch streak. You get like 350 for 3 days, 3 streams. I think you need to click on the chat icon in the bottom left to take a look to see if you've got one, I think. But they just kind of rolled out. Exactly. More shots means more cards, more rewards for being, being active members of the cult. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I'm a fan. Ian, thanks so much for the subscription. Thank you for the resubscription. 19 months. Thank you. How are you all doing today? Hasn't watch streaks always been a thing? I think watch streaks have been so I think I could quote me differently on this. You can never shout them out in chat. And did the number not go up? Did the chat number, like the channel point number, go up or no? Or is it the same? I think it went down. Interesting. Do. I did get a little plus 450 today. You get it automatically. No, you don't have to share. 450 is for the max for 5 days. I'm looking. I'm scrolling. I'm looking. Each stream must be at least 10 minutes long. It must have been at least 30 minutes since the last stream ended. Viewers receive points for returning for 2 to 5 plus consecutive streams. There you go. I don't know if they went down or up. It's hard for me to know. Either way, I need 200 more for cards. Let's go. You get to shout it out though if you want. which I think is cool. I think it's cool to. I don't get to see your watch streaks. Now you can shout them out so that I can see them. You know, it reset the streak in favor of being able to announce it. So if you okay, you're saying in order to push the update where you can announce it, it reset them all to 0. Free is on a 3-stream watch streak. That's cool. Cool. How y'all doing today? How's what's going on with you? What's new? What's good? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. What's going on? I'm drinking coffee from a Mama Bear mug because it was the first one that I grabbed when I went into the mug cabinet today. Making me feel all kinds of special. What kind of training are you talking about, Haster? Are you like an election worker? Working and moving, Luke says. Working and moving. Working your day job and then going home and moving all your stuff. Oh, that sounds stressful. Very stressful. I wonder if it would show you. If we knew right now who had the longest watch streak. Like, it's going to say 3 for everybody, for a lot of people. I wonder if we knew right now who had the longest watch streak and what number of days it was at. It would probably be an insane number. An election judge from accounting. Gotcha, Haster. That's cool. Hi, Kevins. Hello. Oh, man. I love this song, but it's a little sleepy. It's a little sleepy for our vibes. Lord is a little 2010 for me. I do love this song, though. We're going to play this song, then we'll get into Alan Wake. I don't know if I missed an entire stream in a while, even if it's a quick pop-in. Yeah. I bet some of the mods would be in running for that. I bet. Garden Trilogy says I'm doing better. Productive day at work. Played some Silk Song. Now some Alan Wake. Let's go. Time for some Alan Wake. Alan Wake is also pretty 2010. That's true. That's true. Little latte action. God, it's good. Hope y'all are doing well today. I'm doing great, Nayrist. Thanks for asking. Doing great. I just saw Iculos's post in chat. I feel bad. I'm so happy to stall on almost any single day. And then I don't think I should stall today. But it's already Iculos said 20 minutes late and it's already 13 minutes late, so, you know. Wearing a new shirt today and it's so comfy. Let's go. Let's go. Maybe I'll make a latte. That sounds nice. I'm a latte convert. Latte convert. I haven't really drank them most of my life, but you know, we have a thing that can make lattes now. I'm into it. Oh, I was gonna say because Ian is here right now. Shout out for the nudges in Discord. I won't say anything about it, but I have recorded the episode. So episodes. So shout out. Ryan, you're distracting me from watching Ryan from yesterday. Too much Ryan in your life, you know? Lambrick says, do you love milk? I fucking love milk. Hi, llamas. I fucking love it. It's an espresso. Yeah, it's an espresso, Mona. It's not real food. It's a fake latte. Now, Mona, just because it is an espresso latte doesn't mean that it's fake food. Now, I don't want to listen. I think we agree with each other here. There was a good conversation, a lovely conversation, I thought, in Discord yesterday about food. Which is such a hard topic because, man, people have such personal relationships with food. But some lovely thoughts expressed. Lovely thoughts expressed. You have an espresso machine. We have a coffee maker that will also do Nespresso pods. So it is, in fact, a fake beverage. I support you in your Nespresso. Yeah, thanks. I shall forward your thanks for the nudges to the spoiler council. Yeah, I will not say anything else because I think you guys will enjoy watching it play out on video. But thank you for the nudges. I appreciate it. K-Sarah is training for a 5K now. I'm doing a turkey trot. What if our first cult meetup was just a turkey trot? All right, let's play some Alan Wake. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? It'd be kind of weird. Oh, it'd be pretty weird. A Nespresso and an espresso sound too similar out loud. Shout out to Nespresso for knowing exactly what they're doing, you know? Shout out. They knew exactly what they were fucking doing on that front. That's either great or terrible branding. One of the two. Thanks for the pin, Evo. The important question is whether you steam your own milk. That's what makes it a real latte. I heat up some milk in the microwave, and then I froth that shit. I froth it. But the frother is just a spinning mechanism, so I don't think we technically steam it. I think we just heat it up. It's just hot. It's just hot. Froth. Hot froth milk. How does one steam milk? Serious question. I believe it is the part of the real espresso maker / machine that God, this game is fucking loud on the intro screen. That blows hot air through the milk and froths it at the same time. But I could be wrong. It's been a while since I made one. Since I worked in a coffee shop. I did have a hot chocolate this morning since I don't drink coffee. It's that kind of weather, right? It's that kind of weather. It's weather for warm drinks. What did I decide here? Oh, that's right. I figured it out. Hi, Pancake Enjoyer. How's it going? I'd say it is actually steam, though, not just hot air. That's a great point. It's a great point. Hot air. Hot air. I figured out the, yeah, we don't have the weird little bar at the top anymore. I figured out a way to finally capture this fucking game. Now we have a weird bar at the bottom of the screen, though, don't we? I don't know, man. A little weird black bar at the bottom of the screen? It's there. This game. I don't know why it won't be screen captured in the same way that other games are. It's so weird. Anyways. Wouldn't even notice that bar if you wouldn't have called it out. All right, well. All right, let's do it. Bye, Luke. Get some work done. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. We're back with more Alan Wake. I'm very excited to play more Alan Wake. I was just talking to chat about how much fun I had playing the game yesterday and how I was really looking forward to playing a couple hours more today. So at the end of yesterday's stream, we ended episode 1 and very quickly started a previously on Alan Wake in terms of very, very TV style, like recapping. Actually, now that I think about it, very similar to like previously on Days of Our Lives. Soap opera influence Which, you know what else had a soap opera influence? Twin Peaks. I'm not going to stop talking about it. You can't catch me. Stop. You can't make me stop talking about Twin Peaks. I refuse. I'm going to be 80. So anyways, I think I'm going to hit continue game, but I'm a little interested what happens. I may hit episodes instead. Continue game. Steam Cloud Alan Wake. Yep, I think that's the save that I'm using.
Previously on Alan Wake.
There it is.
I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Episode 2, Taken. Oh, we're going back in time to New York City, 3 years ago. Just very quickly. Okay, there we go. Let's see what his New York City apartment looks like. How rich is this man?
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, we're playing.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Cheers, brother. That's exactly what I'm doing. By the way, very interesting that we start by looking directly at a light source. This says 3 years ago in a happier time, Wake returns home in New York after running errands. In a happier time. Oh, so they got money. They got money. Affording this place in New York? Are you kidding me? I will take the flashlight, please. I absolutely want a flashlight. Why is that interesting that we look at the light? Because so far in the game, the darkness and these, like, safe havens have all been basically cones of light from above. Signifiers of safety, happiness. I would say safety more than happiness. That's a weird angle to have the camera start at. You could start here. Instead, we have this weird, like, boomer using an iPhone on FaceTime angle that we start with, looking directly at the light. Which is, yeah, you know, it's a choice. I don't think it's a bad choice. It's just an interesting choice. Might even be a very smart choice. Turn on the coffee maker. It is shitting snow out there. Oh, my Lanta. This kind of shelves, they're fucking millionaires. When was 3 years ago? 2007? Pre-housing crisis? Oh, my God. What part of the city are we in? I don't know New York all that well, but I do love New York a lot. Who said brick backsplash? The brick backsplash. Welcome to Interior Design, the game, where we're going to take apart this house piece by piece. Oh, the chairs move. Let's tuck that in. All right, let's go turn on this coffee pot. Pre-2008, they were giving away apartments like this, like candy.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
What are you finishing? What do you do for work, Alice? What is your, we have a brand new TV. We got money! Place for the TV to be mounted, brand new TV. We probably got it on Black Friday because this is a more optimistic consumer time. Alice, what are you working on? Are those photos? That's the world's largest coffee thermos.
I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk.
Graphics designer? Graphics designer, I said?
I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh, they be fucking. Oh, interesting. So we got a lot of lenses for this camera. The amount of money! Jesus Christ! That amount of money, and all they can do is some street art, some street portraits. That's not even a street portrait. That's just a big ass photo. Okay, let's look at the cover mock-ups. What's on the bookshelf? The Human Island, a book. I'm sorry, did I look at the wrong counter? Let me sprint through the house. Nope, not in here. Ryan hates street photography, pass it on. I don't hate it, it's just, you know, it was just, I don't know. I wouldn't have called it super tasteful. Why do we have these golden pistols? Interesting. We got a manuscript. We got some... Okay. Alan Wake Return to Cinder. What I Can't Forget. Alex Casey and Alex Casey Thriller. The Things That I Want. And The Fall of Casey. The Things That I Want is a bad title. You know, wait, Alice is a designer and chose that wall art. Listen. It was a different era. 2007-ish is what we're kind of going with. They were too rich to have taste. I don't think that QR code works. It took me to a weird Google result. Alan Wake,
really good.
The Sudden Stop.
Sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
She hates the dark.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'll get
I'm
right
here.
on it.
I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
As an actual artist, I agree street pics or whatever, but it makes sense to further solidify a sense of place in a game. It does. I don't know that I hate it as a game decision choice.
Like this, Alan. Please hurry.
But it does. It is interesting from a like character. Like, what does it tell us about the characters? I don't know. They really fucking love New York. Should we turn the fuse on or should we read this manuscript? I absolutely cannot resist reading this manuscript. We're gonna do a quick little glance at this. The Sudden Stop 1 and 2.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again.
Alan Wake?
Femme fatale was gone.
Yep.
Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Okay, honest first impressions. We do have a lot of intrigue here. We also don't have a lot of clarity. So I don't know that I actually legitimately expressed this yesterday, so I will express it now. Anytime I'm ever shitting on or picking apart the writing on these pages in this game, it's not picking apart the game because we're layers removed from that. This is writing written by people in the game to appear as in-game text, found text from Alan Wake, the writer. The best case scenario, we're learning stuff about Alan. Worst case scenario, we're learning stuff about the world at large, the publishing industry, Alan's books, etc. So, anyways, first impressions. There's intrigue here for sure. There's a tend towards the meta with thinking in metaphors again, but there's not a ton of clarity. I don't know why we are using this tense. Dreamer Fun, thanks so much for the 6 months in advance subscription. Holy shit, can we get some hearts in the chat? Thank you. One, I don't know what this exactly means. It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop. Rewrite that, say, it's true what they say, colon, then give us what they say. Because I don't actually know exactly what it's referring to. Then we go to, I had lain here in the snow. Not I am laying here currently or in the past. I laid there. Why are we had lain? This tense choice removes us pretty far from the actual action of what's happening. I don't know. It's not the fall that kills you, it's the landing. But then why are we calling it a sudden stop and not a landing? If the phrase is it's not the fall that kills you, it's the landing, why are we saying the sudden stop? because that's the name of the book, and he didn't name his book The Landing. Anyways, next page.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. Gruesome, slushy, dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Okay, we have to talk about gruesome slushy. That's fucking amazing. A gruesome slushy is the funniest thing I have maybe ever read. That's really funny. That's really funny. Alan Wake wakes up in the morning in his $1 million apartment. Goes to sit down at the typewriter. He's had excellent sex with his wife just last night, and she's happy to let him, to remind him about it. Okay, gotta crank out my bestseller. We're laying there in the snow. Blood gushing out of it. It's the moment of our death. There's stuff in the past that we care about 13 years ago. There's our connection to my wife and my baby, and there's the kiss that sealed the deal. How do I paint the picture? The image in the head that people are going to create when they read these words of my blood leaking out of me and mixing with the quote-unquote bile of the city. What expresses, what word connotes the violence, the gruesomeness? Ah, yes, a slushie from 7-Eleven. That's what we should do. Sometimes you can pick a word that doesn't match the scene or the vibe and twist it. Yesterday we talked about the shadows bled. The shadows. What was that word? What was that word? The shadows what? Oh, it wasn't blood. It was something else. The shadows something. And it was a good twisting of a verb and a noun together. A gruesome slushie is not that. It does paint a picture. Oh, it. Lots of things paint. I don't know. It does paint a picture. I don't know. To me, this just informs, like, you know. What's more important here is, like, oh no, I don't want to hear you read it again. It's very like Jack Reacher. If I had to compare it to something in today's world, it's very like Jack Reacher. You know, images of violence, like some vague sort of emotional ties, an interesting plot, or at least like a plot that's twisty. That's kind of what we've got. Okay, let's go turn the fuse on for our wife who hates the darkness. We could also sneak up on her.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on now, please.
I don't think it takes you out of it as much as it paints cynicism and wit even at the brink of death.
Alan, please.
Interesting.
Check the fuse box. It's in the hallway.
I think there's probably a
Honey,
characterization
it's a power
thing.
outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
I think it is a characterization thing. The type of person who would use the words like a gruesome slushie at the last moment. But in terms of the order of operations of things that are happening on the page when you are working with a reader, image is one of the first things. The idea is, and you could argue with this, but the idea is the image, the sort of picture you're building as in your brain as a reader as you read, is one of the first places you start as a reader. Everything else is sort of built on top of that. So I think anything you gain from having Alan Wake or the character be the type of person who would say something like a gruesome slushie, I think that's lost or offset by by being funny in an unintentional way, which is not what the text is attempting to do. I don't know. That's me, though. That's me. Power outage. We do have a flashlight. We're going to shine it directly in your eyes. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
But I think the writers of the game know what they're
it's
doing.
stupid,
They obviously
but
do.
It's just, especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
There's one other thing we have to talk about because it's happening right in this scene. Well, there's one other thing we have to talk about because we kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday. If this game is like Twin Peaks inspired, and if this game is like surreal, meaning like departing from reality or like hyperreal, departing from like things happen in a logical cause and effect manner. This game isn't doing that. We're like populating a night. We're spending as much time in a nightmare populated by fictional worlds as we are in the real world, right? Like we're surreal, maybe in a mental health way, but definitely in a just surreal like vision or nightmare way. If it does that, then a lot of times in especially like surrealist writing, realistic emotions and like emotional states also get sort of the saturation turned up to 12. We talked about soap operas. Soap operas are a sort of great reference point, including like the way that Twin Peaks sort of twisted those. We're doing a very soap opera thing right now, which is like this, which is the cinematic that we're watching.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay.
Soap opera.
I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
I love the awkward 2010 like motion capture.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any
Back to the present day.
nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure
Sheriff
she can locate
Breaker.
your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Yeah, the game is definitely doing that like writer voice as narration in the third person. The image of a small town doctor. He'd been fishing. That's so funny. He had been like, it's not fly fishing because this isn't a fly rod and he doesn't have wading pants on. He's just got boots.
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
I'm having trouble hearing the voiceovers. I can turn them up a little bit. Any other volume questions?
Hi, friends.
Hi, Maylee. How's it going? Any other volume requests while we're here? The volume's a little up and down in times. Like sometimes it's deafening. Bright Falls Sheriff. This lake has nothing in the middle of it. And yet, that's where she drowned. Examine this fish.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. but it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Can I lower my voice? I don't know that I can lower my voice. I can turn other things up a little bit more. I'll speak quiet.
You're
I'm just excited.
good to go, Mr. Wake. Sarah's probably waiting for a chance to talk to you.
I'm sure she is. Okay. Can't get me off the water this time of year. Excellent. I think Sheriff's probably going to ream us a new one, and I'm a little bit concerned about this. This is truly the Twin Peaks Sheriff Office, right?
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
It's Log
I
Lady.
don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
So if the local superstitious person is terrified about flickering lights, that's a really lovely detail, right? It's a really lovely detail because it's like the the superstitious person who we all write off as not actually like on top of things is terrified of the darkness, and we're discovering that that's a thing to be terrified of.
I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
I mean, did they just rip off Twin Peaks? Now I'm thinking about, it's not the doctor, but there's that character in Twin Peaks. I have to stop talking about it. I have to stop talking about it. There's a fish in my percolator.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office,
Yeah,
Mr. Wake.
I'm sure. I am also interested in going other places, though. I want to break in. I want to let people out of prison. I want to use the restroom. Nope. I want to grab this coffee thermos. I still haven't seen Twin Peaks. Can I tell you something crazy? I still haven't seen the reboot. The new season. New manuscript page. Alice sees a shadow.
Viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Paranoia. Character thinks they see something, decides they didn't. We wonder if they actually did. Just a little bit of...
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
So we have no sign of Stucky yet. They did find the parade float / the garage, where we say we sort of fought Stucky. At least in our...
Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you
Yeah,
down the corridor in her office.
It's like the same voice. What is the name of this character? Is Lambrecht here? Lambrecht's our expert. I think Jab is too. What's the name of the character? I can't believe I can't remember her name. Who works the front desk for the sheriff's office in Twin Peaks? That's the meeting room back here. Read. Have you seen this man? Disappeared on 6/20/07. 07, by the way. We nailed it. Identifying features, knack for winning contests. Knack for winning contests? Richard Bow, Bruce Dansky, and Jacob Miller are all missing on a camping trip overdue. Haven't been in contact. If you've seen them or know their whereabouts, please call this number. It's not... What is that person's name? Oh my god. How do I remember, like... the name of her love interest who works at the
Come in, Mr.
department
Wake.
store.
Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Oh, you charged my phone for me? That's weird. Did you take a look through my text messages?
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin
Arguing,
on
huh?
Cauldron Lake? How did you end up
Lucy.
at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me.
Unknown caller.
I need to take this.
Barry? Is it Barry?
Hello?
Alan, please
Nope.
help me.
That's my
Alice?
wife.
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Hostage?
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you wrong.
No, there was a manuscript page in there. If we go out the back, we can't get the manuscript page.
Same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I have to get the page. What happens?
I need
Can I get
some
the page?
fresh air. Can I go out? In the back, maybe?
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells. Deputy Grant can show you the way.
I'm sorry. All of this, it's just a lot to take in.
Take your time, Mr. Wake. I understand. Can I ask you what the call was about, Mr. Wake?
No.
It's personal.
Well, we are looking for your wife, and I'm going to need your cooperation if I'm going to help you.
I need a moment, after I get some fresh air.
We are
Okay.
so suspicious.
You can find me here. We'll talk when you feel up to it.
Is this not a manuscript page? I really thought it was. Okay, it's fine that we came back in here anyways. We are looking very suspicious. Wife is missing. We have no memory of the last week. We don't have a concussion. We cite
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no
Okay, we're
such
going
luck.
in.
He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
I mean, this voice actor working the front desk here is absolutely attempting to sound like Lucy Brennan. Like, it's the same vocal style. Absolutely. 100%.
They don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
You're also scared of the dark. Okay. Is there a light switch?
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen, you gotta listen carefully.
Oh, God.
Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien!
This guy beat up a space
I
alien.
know it sounds like something that a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Whatever you say, buddy. Whatever you say. That's a manuscript page. Let's freaking go. Dark presence in the diner.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Okay. The dark presence, capital D, capital P. I mean, I think they're basically describing the lady, the widow is who I would call her. She had, I don't know that she was widowed, but she had grieving The old lady who gave us the keys. But it's talking with interiority from that perspective. I need to learn not to click back on. It's taking the pain because it's worth it. That's like, that means we have access to...
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Electricians would make bank in this town. It's true. Oh, there's a coffee thermos and the radio. We love to hear the radio. Huge fan. What's that asshole talking about now?
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
That's not even the same guy. I thought it was the guy who was like, I won't tell anybody you're here.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Yeah, I'm on it. I just want to look around first. Asshole? I think that radio guy's a little bit of an asshole. Okay, I see a manuscript page, and I see an abandoned car. What do you think? Right here? Unpopular opinion. People love the radio guy. I like his voice. I feel like he was mean to us. Wake at Lover's Peak.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall and the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
What in the world is the reality here?
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Okay, that's sketchy.
Ow, thank God! Where the hell
Barry.
have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday.
Oh, God.
I'm here in Bright Falls.
He's
Barry,
here?
Listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Barry is in town. What a terrible situation. He's going to be so disappointed. I haven't written a word, and I also haven't... I've also lost my wife. / lost all memory of what happened the last week. How do I get out of here? Right here? There we go. How do I get out? Probably can't just drive out here. I probably got to go back through the building. Tell me how you imagine Barry looks like. Alligator skin shoes.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness.
Oh, shit!
Shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
It is always interesting when they make writing related to the stakes of a story, because writing is such a like long, slow. It happens alone in the dark with no one else present. Like it's such a like anti-stakes sort of situation. But I like it when it can be supernaturally or in some way, you know,
marvelous, Sarah. I just want
turned into a like, hey, the stakes matter on whether or not you finish this story.
settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent
Who is this?
regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure.
Are you feeling any
Who in the country club is this?
Better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation
Now
with
we
her
know.
on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my! Take it easy.
There's Barry. Barry's wearing capris? Don't talk about finishing the story to George R.R. Martin. He'll freak the hell out.
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent.
I think we have a puffy coat, a Hawaiian shirt, which is an amazing mismatch. Red and blue, so we clash a little. We have a New York voice. He's about to call somebody a yokel, and I'm pretty sure he's wearing pants that aren't quite long enough with socks that stick out the top and maybe boots. Like, he doesn't belong here, but he maybe bought stuff to go to the Pacific Northwest to, like, rough it a little bit.
If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
Yo, Tactical Fluke has spent 420 hours watching stream. Let's go. Nice.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
The thing with the paparazzi. Alan's story.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything.
You told this asshole everything?
He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him.
Okay, so much has happened in these 4 sentences, and I love it. I really love it. I really love it. I had to talk to somebody. I tell Barry. That's a terrible decision, Alan, but whatever. The thing is, he knows Barry, because the minute I mentioned, well, there's this manuscript that I have to finish. Did you say a manuscript? That's amazing.
He smelled money, and he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Rose?
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing.
Who is Rusty? Who is Max? Rose is the person from the diner who knows Barry in some way, shape, or form. Like, they've talked, apparently. You just call everyone an asshole? I mean, I only call the assholes assholes. Tell me I'm wrong.
I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Asshole!
Max.
What's he doing smiling at Rose like that, huh?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Maybe we're an asshole. I think we are an asshole. More importantly, a fan. You have a mammoth skeleton in your... Oh, I thought this was a house. This is like a park. I understand. This is okay. I was like, I thought this was a house.
Cabin.
The national park.
Wait till midnight.
Buck-toothed Charlie is such a funny name for a fossil. I was like, God dang. I gotta... Okay. Skeleton of a Colombian mammoth. This specimen, estimated to be 14,000 years old, was recovered from the La Brea tar pits in 1981. It was donated to the Elderwood National Park in 1998 when the Colombian mammoth became Washington's state fossil. Named Buck-toothed Charlie, it has since become the park's official mascot. Ryan, how would you rate Bright Falls as a vacation getaway so far? I would love to go there. I mean, I don't know that you'd have a good vacation, but I'd have a great time, you know? All right, E to exit. Deer in this town?
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice,
Do
and
you
everything's just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
A ticket to the funny farm. That could be the title of your next book. A ticket to the funny farm. I will say, at least at this point so far, it appears that Barry is a very readable asshole. He's an asshole of the variety, which is like, we know exactly what he wants at all times. There is no hiding it. There is no like subtlety. There's no machinations in the background. There's just Barry and what he wants, which is you to write another book and for me to get to sell it to the publishing company. You know? This guy's out here skinning a something. A deer? That's... Oh, you're not skinning it. You're petting a dog. Okay. I thought you were, like, dressing a deer. No, we do have a coffee thermos, though. Let's go. Let's go. Is he even really an asshole? He just wants to work? I don't feel... Listen, maybe I've called people assholes that haven't deserved it in my life. So far, I don't think Barry's one of those people. I think Barry would probably tell you, yeah, I'm a little bit of an asshole, but I get the job done. Am I right? But I don't know. Maybe it'll change. Maybe my opinion will change.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Front seat question, chat. Is this the officer who was in the diner at the start of the game? Yes or no?
What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. You got lucky.
Max, buddy.
is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Goddamn poachers. Place is beautiful, by the way.
Okay, boy. We're almost done here.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen.
I will say, she's my wife is not a good defense there.
You hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Barry's, yeah, Barry is right here. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, form is picked up. We're going to Rusty. Oh, Barry.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
All right.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right. Thanks.
Okay,
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
Barry employs the age-old strategy of empathize with me, buddy. If you're in my shoes.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
I like Barry's voice actor. It's very funny. Yeah, Barry's along for the ride, whether or not he wants to be. Barry's trying. I'm gonna have to do this hike at midnight.
This is crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
The lamp knocked over without any sound. Yeah.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Everybody hates a tourist. Deliverance. Is Deliverance the movie based on a book about the writer who gets kidnapped? Is that right? Is that Deliverance or is that something else? Deliverance. I think that's that one, right? Where he gets handcuffed to the bed? Am I thinking of Misery? I think I'm thinking of Misery. What's Deliverance? It's a movie I haven't seen. What else is new?
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Deliverance is the movie you should not watch before going
Lock
camping.
the door when I leave.
Yeah, you go ahead and do what you have to do. I'll be fine. Alone, but fine. In a cabin straight from a horror movie.
That was the last we ever heard of Barry. Okay. Conspiracy of Faith. Interesting title. You gotta look at the
Real funny, Al.
Oh.
Real funny. Ha ha! Thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back. Or until I get eaten by a grue.
He's so sarcastic. A lot of wine. Some big bottles of wine. Coffee thermos. Let's go. My bad, dude. I thought I was turning the lights on considering how dark it is in here. I actually turned them off. Okay, I guess we're going on a hike, you know? Real funny, Al. Heading for Lover's Peak. Without my lover. Cry face emoji. There's a bird. The birds are watching. We're headed for that radio tower. Do we go out here in the backyard first? We probably should. There's a well? Oh, hell no. These kind of wells are sketchy as hell. Never mind. It's filled in. Mix a little coffee with that wine. It'll be a hell of a night for Big B. Big B. Coffee thermos! Dry hot tub. Thank God it's a fake well. Now we know why Alan can't sleep. He has a coffee problem.
Here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Locking the door now. Barry's a good character, and here's why. Barry, just the existence of Barry over the last 30 minutes of this game or 20 minutes of this game accomplishes a shit ton for the plot of, I think mostly the plot of the game. Not a ton from the, like, you know, the deep emotional well of the game. But Barry arriving means we have a common sense voice telling Alan Wake what to do. Alan Wake deciding not to do it pushes us out the door, pushes us towards ignoring the cops, heading here, getting our own cabin, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Offers some sort of, like, you know, comedic relief. And just advances the plot so quickly. There's like a semblance of a plan, despite the fact that it's a very bad plan. Just by Barry arriving. Okay. What if we just take this car? I don't think we can fit it on the trail. Barry doubts Wake's sanity.
Barry had never gotten along
Hi,
with
Bobby.
Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice.
Frightening intensity.
And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Okay, nothing crazy there. Nothing fantastic, but very simple writing. Just summing up Barry's opinion.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
All right. We're going
knew
to
I
try.
should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
How you doing, Bobby? Welcome. Flashing light. That's always a good sign. Are those birds? Oh, Christ. Got 12 bullets in my emotional support pistol, chat. I'm sure that's plenty, right? Break into this house. There's no doubt Alan's not in his right mind. There's a radio inside of the house. Got the lights switched on.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan?
More ammo?
You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Was that a
plan? Really? Just
Did I just see a shadow out the window? What the fuck was that? Am I crazy? Did I just see something? I'm looking over at my stream to see if I can see something. Oh, it's so behind on the other screen. Did I just see somebody walk out that shadow? I don't even know. That was so... That freaked me out. So I think this is the doctor who was fishing, based on the voice and the name. I don't remember exactly if it was Nelson or not, but... Hold up, I'm watching the replay. I'm watching the replay. Absolutely, I saw something!
in the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
It was one of those shadow guys.
No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges.
No heart rate monitor. Yeah, we decided against it.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously.
I probably should have put it
you're
on,
in
but...
pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
This doctor,
But
I swear.
you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like
He's
to
a
take the
yapper.
time and enjoy the piece of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Oh my god, they talk so much. Okay. There's gonna be a bad guy out here. We already saw him. He walked right here. Somehow he walked through this window, like way higher up, despite the fact that there's nothing to stand on here. So maybe he was levitating in the air. Iculus says, I didn't think Ryan would get so scared. Well, turns out I'm a coward. Drop hazard? Oh, why is it swinging? Can we jump off? Not that I want to, of course. I swear, is there like mouse acceleration or something? Is that what's happening? Like, what's... Oops. I just accidentally scrolled past that. Whoa! The fuck was that? Is it direct aiming? I don't know what direct aiming is. You cut that flashlight beam with a knife? Oh yeah, it gets even better. The bunker rumbling? Yeah, it's the bombs from Amnesia. Lover's Peak, Moonshine Cave. Moonshine Simon? Alright. Oh, this one doesn't look so good. This one doesn't look so good. It's the moon coming down. No! There's blood. That's fucking blood. Is direct aiming like the cursor like is magnetically attracted to stuff? Because it kind of feels like that a little bit. Turn the TV on. What's gonna happen? Is it another?
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs.
Night Springs.
Tonight's episode: The Man in the Mirror.
Yeah, tell me about it, Artifice.
Inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
There's blood on the wood in this room, like a sad popsicle stick after you've finished your cherry tree.
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game.
Oh,
So
Welcome to Night Vale is a great shout. Holy shit. Yeah, the vibe. Welcome to Night Vale.
the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists. Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
You won't
You
get
really
away
think
with it.
that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay?
I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Dun dun dun. Night Springs. Apparently, direct aiming turns off the mechanism where aiming controls Alan's flashlight and gun and the camera follows, and instead makes the aiming affect the camera directly. It does apparently also reduce mouse acceleration to an extent. So that is what I have currently on, or that is what I have... No, direct aiming. I understand. Let's try it for a second. See what happens. See if we can change this whipping. We're going to need less sensitivity than that. I think that's better overall. I still need to turn the sensitivity down a little bit. Oops, wrong button. Sorry, just doing a little, just doing a quick little quality of life settings check. The birds. It seems better for me. Worth trying. Somebody said episode was 7 out of 10. I love a little piece of art inside of a piece of art. A TV show you watch inside of a video game. A soap opera that plays during Twin Peaks in the room with other characters. Tends to be a really fun way to compare and contrast themes, to compare and contrast emotional styles. We could probably talk a little bit about the heavily scripted, twisty-turny Night Springs episodes where there's a got 'em sort of twist in the episode, right? There's a moment where you're like, but actually it was the man in the mirror the whole time. Whereas we're in a game where things don't make that sort of clean reversal. We're awash in a confusing reality fiction where we don't know what has happened in our life. We maybe we'll have some twists that are neat and tidy, but so far we don't. We're sitting with uncertainty.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Speaking of the sort of comically clean horror plot twist. That's what this dialogue line says right at the end. But did you know whatever was written on the page happened in real life? Okay. So far I like this camera better. I don't know if I'll be able to shoot better. Let's see what's up here. Set sensitivity to boomer. Did you just call me a boomer? Listen, I do have the lowest sensitivity preference of any person ever.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
I may be starting to really like Alan's writing style. The last couple I've been You know what? I fuck with it. I may be actually starting to, there's parts of it that I would still nitpick for sure. But I think we're getting a sense of the, like, I would say the voice, the, like, rhythm to it. The paragraphs definitely have, like, a shape to them that we can sort of start to expect. I still just don't understand what's going on with the perspective in these pages. What voice is writing? What piece? What like knowledgeable being is writing? First person Alan Wake and also third person Rose and Rusty were unhappy in their relationship. I don't think we've heard that Rose and Rusty were in a relationship until this moment either. Visitor center, we gotta look out for traps. Bear traps. Ah!
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
That's a bunch of shots. Oh, Carly, I don't disagree with that at all. Absolutely, no. I'm not sitting there being like, now this is a man who knows how to write a woman character. It's more the, like, the shape of the paragraph that I'm trying to, that I think I'm getting a little bit more okay with.
Rusty? Damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming!
Please, help me!
What happened? Why is this car moving? What's going on? Help Rusty?
Anybody? Help me!
Where are you, brother?
Help! Help me! Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Anyone? Please help!
What's going on?
Help me!
Oh, he's right there. He's definitely gonna die.
Hello?
Look at all this blood. There's Bucktooth Charlie. Unhurt.
Hey,
Yeah.
help me!
Max whining in the cage.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page.
Uh-oh.
I found. Came true.
Uh-oh.
It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Must turn the lights on in the office.
Rusty.
I have the key.
Hang on. I'll be right back.
Are we... I'm confused, though, in terms of, like, I thought we were back in reality. But now, all of the sudden, things are making me feel like we're in the nightmare world again. Are the nightmare world and this world closer related than I thought? Puppy seems okay. What else matters? The shape of a paragraph like the contours of a woman's curves. I just vomited in my mouth. Back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
This
Back
couldn't
to
be
reality.
far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Okay. I mean, I don't really want to go anywhere. I don't really want to move at all. Where did you say the lights were? Over in there? That's a long-ass way. I feel like something's going to catch fire with this lit power line. Who ran their car into your building?
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Can I jump up on the roof? Can I move the trash can to use it to jump up on something? The Last of Us style. Okay, so this is very concerning because we found a manuscript page which told us... Coffee thermos! We found a page that told us that we would find Rusty on the floor bleeding out saying, it happened just like it happened on the page. We found a page that said we would find Rusty, who had found a page who had told him exactly how things would happen. We have a weird cause and effect, a weird foretold, things happen the way they are written on the page sort of thing. In a way that concerns me a little bit. There's the trail on that map. Manuscript page. Rusty attacked by the dark presence.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
I think this is the second time.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful...
You keep saying his eyes were filled with fear and terror. He howled
the visitor center was
with
sturdy,
fear
but the
and
impact
pain.
Turned the front...
That's not good writing. He was feeling a lot of emotions. They were mostly sad, scared, afraid, fearful, and other synonyms for afraid. Maybe Alan needs to write less violent stories. Are we really writing this book, or is it writing us? You know what I'm saying? I'm scared to continue. I don't know what's going to go on here. Shadows, shadows everywhere. Emotions squirmed within him, like emotions. Manuscript page?
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
We need power. What's in the back room? What's in the box? There's a pistol ammo right there, I think. Got a radio? Oh, excellent. I can radio for help. Meanwhile, I've taken so long, Rusty has absolutely bled out in the other room. Revolver, ammo, and batteries. Brought to you by Energizer. There's an axe inside of the fucking fuse box?
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty! Let me hop out the window. That's not good. Rusty's fucking dead, yo. I don't like that scream. That scares me. I don't like it.
The ground was covered with oily patches.
Oh!
It looked like liquid darkness.
Oh, Max is barking. Max is barking. The oily darkness is bad? Can I shoot the... Ah! Who is this? Uh-oh, battery's dead. Uh-oh, battery's dead. Okay, 33 bullets left. You don't actually need to shoot the ground, it just disappears. I was wasting bullets on the ground. Rusty? My dude? Why is my vision swimming like this?
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
A mammoth-sized hole in the wall? Rusty, my guy! Where's the dog go?
Please don't feed the animals.
What? Who said that?
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park fishing license.
Who's talking? Is it me?
Obey
Oh, he's up there.
The park ranger's instructions.
Oh, there's Rusty.
at all times.
Rusty has been... I understand now. Ah! Why are you so fucking fast, bro?
Two bears and wolves never approached any other wildlife closer than
25 yards.
pets must be leashed
At all times.
never leave
Rusty, you're gonna die. Rusty, die. Rusty, sit down.
Against the law.
to remove any
Natural objects.
or historical
Rusty!
from the park.
Grounds.
Jesus Christ. My dude is absorbing bullets. Ah! Okay, we're just gonna keep the light on him, keep the light on him, keep the light on him. It does a little bit of effect even if you don't zoom in. You can actually save a little battery by not, like, focusing the light. Rusty is durable. Rusty, just like an Energizer battery, can't be brought down. Am I gonna fight a mammoth? What's happening here? What is this structure? I don't understand. It's like a covered bridge. This is a safe haven, though. Checkpoint. Woo! Max is gonna be the size of a mammoth now.
What the hell was that? I saw it from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
I'm looking for a coffee thermos. Have you seen anything? Alan, is now really the time for sass? Okay, what do we got over here? What's that? Oh! Okay, we'll go here first. Checkpoint reached. Let's go. We've got a manuscript page and some beers. A 6-pack of beer? Time to get drunk. Rusty's
In
final
that last
thoughts.
instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Okay, we've got a lot wrong with this situation. Oh boy, where to even start, Rusty? Where to even start, Rusty? Yikes. Holy yikes. And the real horror we found along the way was Rusty's thoughts on his relationship to Rose. I love that it was like, in his final dying thoughts, Rusty had the opportunity to think of one thing, and the immediate next thing it says is, Rusty was a lot older than Rose. Like, you're in your dying moments thinking back on your relationship to the person you quote-unquote love, and it's like, I'm way older than she is. God damn it. Oh, boy. I'm way older. She's 20, which, if you think about it, means she's barely out of her teens.
Such a
Yikes!
romantic? In the 12th century way, of course, but a romantic nonetheless.
Oh, Rusty. He's dead now, is the good news. Where does this go? Oh, please don't kill me. Can we die here? Yep. Yes, you can. Okay, I probably shouldn't have tried that. Turns out. You called everyone an asshole except for Rusty? Something to think about. He saved that dog. Listen, the game was you know, the opposite of a red herring. He saved a dog. Or I guess that is sort of a red herring.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Sure, it's that way, but there's also a safe haven over here. The opposite of a red herring is a blueprint's clue. This cave looks terrifying. Moonshine Cave, site of frequent bootlegging activity throughout the Prohibition. Oh, if you say read, it all of a sudden gives you way more interesting info. Frequent and lucrative bootlegger activity through the Prohibition, mostly used for temporary storage of alcohol smuggled from Canada. At times, alcohol was also distilled on the premises. Since we've been talking about the writing, I'd be interested on your thoughts on whether this game does a good job at showing versus telling. We talked about that during last report, so it's on my mind with how much narration, dialogue, writing is in the game. Ooh, that's an interesting thing. I have a hot take on showing versus telling. Hot take on showing versus telling. I also am this kind of person. Hot take on showing versus telling. People love to give showing versus telling advice when it's really like way more complicated than any showing versus telling piece of advice can be. A common like creative writing 101 piece of, if you're unaware, a very common like creative writing 101 piece of advice is show, don't tell. When the reality is that like very often in all of the books that you love, showing is happening and telling is also happening. Both of them have a place. Both of them have a purpose. To show is kind of the thing we were just talking about, where it's like a couple minutes ago with the bloody slushy, gruesome slushy. Is that like the idea is the image hits the reader's brain before anything else really does. Like it forms the basis upon which everything else is built. If it's a house of cards, it's like the table the house of cards is built on, or the bottom row of the house of cards. And so, very often, an early writer's instinct is to just, like, tell you how to feel. There's an example of this is, like, he said derisively. If you have to write a piece of dialogue and then say, he said derisively, you're telling us how we should interpret the dialogue rather than giving us the opportunity to do it. Same way with like telling you what a scene makes the character feel rather than painting it with your words, painting a description. That said, there's so many situations where telling is absolutely... He smiled madly. Exactly. There's so many situations where telling is by far the superior way to get through stuff. So I have an opinion on this game showing versus telling. I mean, the cool thing is we're playing a video game where the image itself, the show, the thing we're seeing, is changing rapidly in front of us. I think I'm in reality, and then all of a sudden there are shadow monsters coming out of the world swinging an axe at me. The show of this game, I would argue, is mostly the image of Alice falling off of the like pier out front of our cabin. The image of Alan Wake staring at a lake where there's nothing there. The image of this haunted Deerfest float looming up in the darkness as we make our way towards the lighted garage scene, or the light of the garage from the dark. Like, there's a lot of show in... because we're playing a video game and not just reading a book. There is a lot of tell, but not in a way... I don't really... not in a way that, like, turns me off at all. Also, quick little thought. Show versus tell. Show is very often when you want to be in the moment, you present the person reading with what you would like for them to see, and then they draw their own conclusions. Tell is often when you are skipping time. where you are covering a lot of time in a small amount of text or whatever, you often will just like tell about the set of events that occurred. That is a different type of like painting. Oh my god, do we get a shotgun? Let's fucking go. We get a shotgun. So yeah, I don't know. We can keep an eye on it throughout the game. So far, I haven't had any real moments where I'm like, you need to be showing us this versus you need to be telling us this. Minus Alan Wake's actual manuscript, which of course I enjoy pointing out and being like, you're just telling us how to feel. Rather than letting us feel it or showing us something. Okay, we do have a shotgun. That's exciting. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. That's my thoughts so far. I'll keep an eye on it as we play. We're eating good right now with games that make me think about writing. Last Report was really good for that in one specific type of way. And this is really good for it in another type of way. That was a shattered piece of glass? Is this Rusty's hat? What is this? No! It's the fucking... like the music of the jump scare there that gets me. No! He's on me! God, fuck! Shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. Abso-fucking-lutely shotgun. Oh no, we have no bullets. No bullets. New battery. Ah! Scared the piss out of me. Fair enough. To me, I find the amount of narration to be a little distracting in a way that takes away from the overall vibe. That I think is interesting. You're talking about the character Alan Wake walks across the screen and describes, I needed to find my way to the visitor center because of this, because of that. Yeah, I don't know. I have feelings on it, but I don't have thoughts at this point. And I'll keep thinking on it so that eventually I can turn those into thoughts. So far, I have feelings on it, but no real thoughts. It's definitely a distinctive choice. And I don't think you are alone at all in feeling potentially like weirded out by that / like you feel it. You're noticing it. You're noticing it. I just heard the noise. There's two roads diverged in a wood. One goes this way. I'm a little confused because it looked like back there was a light. We go back? I don't know. Your scare scared me shitless. Is the direct aiming feeling better in combat? I think it feels better in general, yeah. Shout out for the recommendation, Artifice. Might be more of a game design element than a writing element in that, reminding the player of where they're supposed to go. It does feel, hilariously... I can't get there. Cool. So we need to go around. Hilariously, it does feel a little bit like a... In 2025, we've seen the skits, right? I don't know. Hopefully you've seen them. I've seen them. Where it's like... trying to wash the dishes before bed, but my life is a video game. And it'll be like the character goes over to the counter to grab a snack. Internal monologue that is actually announced. Oh man, I loved Cocoa Puffs. On the other hand, I should really do these dishes before I go to bed tonight. Character reaches for the door to go take a shit. I really need to shit. On the other hand, these dishes aren't going to do themselves. Like, it does feel very like a less exaggerated version of that meme. But I'm wondering if that isn't the 2010-ness of it. And, like, how do I phrase this? The thing this game is doing that other games aren't, for me, is everything you do in the game is being transcribed through 3 or 4 different actual pieces of, like, writing. There's this, which is front and center every time you pause. A third-person description of where you need to be going and what you are doing. There's the voice-acted, I need to do this, and this is what's happening, and it made me feel like this. There's cutscenes, which is its own thing I hadn't even talked about. And then And then I clicked the wrong thing. There's also a manuscript which is like related but not exactly the same as the world we're living in. I think basically, I don't disagree that it is distracting, maybe unimmerses you in the game. I think that's a real risk of what's happening with the narration, and next time it happens, we'll pay attention to it. But I also think this game is trying to put you in this weird liminal between space thing where you are both a player in a world and also a character in a story / a writer who is writing a story in which you are a character. Like, you're in this weird space where you are text. You are made of text and also a person in a real world. It's definitely meta. It's definitely a deliberate meta narrative choice. The question is if it is effective at the cost of immersion and enjoyment, or if that cost is worth it. And that is a personal thing, a little bit. It's a little bit of a personal thing. If it distracts you, it distracts you. If it adds to your understanding, then it does. It's also the thing that gets very dangerous about making meta decisions is that more often than not, the person you think is going to be super interested in what you're talking about ends up in the way you're doing things, ends up turned off by the way you're doing things.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
The other thing I just realized is, of course, we get voice acting when we read these found texts, which does the same thing too, right? That also does the thing. We're not reading a stationary artifact of in-game found text. We're experiencing it because the same person who is voice narrating our actions in the world is also narrating this thing that they hypothetically wrote. It's weird. It's very weird. And I think it's meant to disorient you. I think in an ideal world, if we're reading it generously, that disorientation, disorienting is meant to be a productive disorient. This is a horror game after all. Like what they do in scary stuff is they try to disorient you in a productive fashion. That's my guess for what they're attempting. The question will always be, is it working? We're getting chased. Run. Fucking run. The spirits are here. Oh, God. I fucking hate this shit. Go to the light. Go to the light. Go to the light. But I don't know. What do you guys think so far? I haven't played the whole game, so I can't know. What the fuck is Ryan talking about? What do you mean, what am I talking about? Ooh. I think the developers want us to notice it and for it to be a little jarring. It's reminding me of Chang's noir detective narration in one episode of Community. Interesting. I don't remember that episode, but... Press X to wash dishes. I'd also say the disconnect of immersion is almost the point. It can be the point, but if it... So here's the thing. It can be the point. But if it takes away from your enjoyment or your immersion in the experience, then it's the point at the cost of the point being like experiencing the art, right? My thoughts are Tama. I look forward to revisiting this conversation at a later time. I'm going to take that as a big hell yeah. We'll talk about it at another time. I don't mean to suggest that they're doing it well. Around this time, developers were really keyed into the idea that players frequently get lost in abandoned games. Being meta is inherently unimmersive. Oh, I have major fucking thoughts on that statement, and I disagree with your use of inherently. But we do not have time to get into that. There's no way. I will say that one of my favorite stories of all time, my favorite short story of all time, reload this, is a story that involves some meta stuff and cafe souvenir shop, Lover's Peak, and which I think is not inherently unimmersive. I do think there's a tendency towards it, but the great old one. Ah! You scared the piss out of me! Need a new battery, new battery, new battery. Why are you so fast? What are you doing? You just roared. You just roared. What does that even mean? You like roared like a bear. Just run, just run. Just run. Oh, we dodged. Ah! We just got a Steam achievement for dodging the right way for the first time in the game. We're 4 hours in. Ah! I just don't like dudes with axes. You can quote me on that. You may absolutely fucking quote me on that. Dudes with axes, not a fan. Where do I go? They won't kill me while I'm reading, right? Reinhardt's Deadpool? How did you only just now get that achievement? What can I say? The Great Old One. Felled by lightning in 1937, this exceptionally tall Rocky Mountain Douglas fir was over 200 years old. According to local legends, it stretched beyond the stars. After it fell, it was measured to be 66 meters tall, nearly a record length. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to talking about it more the more we get into it, though, you know? Like, motor vehicles prohibited. Dogs must be leashed. Ah! Not this again. No, not this again. Dogs must be leashed. Is that a clue? Ah! He fucking hit me with an axe. Or whatever. This guy's got a sickle. Ah! There it is. There it is. I got a second one. Back. He hit. He's... They're too good. They're too good. I'm going to walk backwards. Do not hit me with an axe. I'm like one shot to an axe. I have 3 bullets left. Fuck. The guy had a sickle. What is this? Ah! He's still coming. Okay, now I have no bullets left. What is this? 1400s? When did they last use sickles, chat? Bye, Tony. Thanks for being here. Have fun in the meeting. I need ammo. I need ammo badly. I have 3 bullets. Ammo? Nowish. True. They is pretty damn broad there. A little bit of revolver ammo. 12 bullets. Good. Manuscript page. I hit F5 too quickly. Wake sees the torch symbol.
Afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
There's definitely something in terms of like larger, more knowledgeable powers out there. Something spoke to me like a god and said, hang out in my light. I can help you out of here. Stay away from the dark. Right at the very beginning of the game. Somebody, something is... And don't say it's the game devs. Somebody, something is like storing good shit in the woods for me to get to make my chances at survival higher, you know? Like... Is that another axe? What is up with these dudes with axes? Get a hobby. There's a bird. Bear alert. Uh-oh. Time to look out for bear traps. The Chekhov's gun of the bear trap is definitely going to have to happen at some point, so we should watch out for that. Right? What's that noise? What's that? Is that a bloody shirt? that the bloody white shirt from Night Springs? I just saw somebody run behind that rock right there. I just saw it. I saw it. You're not sneaky. The bloody shirt. Me to the axe murderer hiding in my closet. You're not sneaky. I see you. Their hobby is axes. Jesus fucking shit. This one's got a fucking mace. That's the way I need to go, unfortunately. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Shotgun time. Shotgun time. New light, new light, new light, new light. Does this guy have a shovel? What is he holding? Ow! I'm dead. Oh no, I'm dead. Just run, just run, just run, just run. Go for the light. That's not good. Run, I see light, I see light. Run, 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 run! Run! We didn't make it. Historically, calling out the murderer in a horror movie is always the key to survival. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we can just run past these people. I don't think we need to fight them. What if we outsmart them? What if we go up high while they go down low, and then we go around them? You ready? Right here. I can't get through. I can't get through. Oh, he's right there! Shit! You scared the shit out of me. These guys are trying to come up the back. Joke's on you. Oh, God! Just run to the light. Run to the light. Nothing else matters. Run to the light! You're so close, Alan. I would be undefeatable if I just had, like, a Coleman-sized lantern. If I just had something other than this flashlight, we'd be truly fine. Do you think they'll still... I'm worried I left resources and manuscript pages back here. Do you think they'll still be here? Oh, yeah, they're still there. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, never mind. You guys know if there's manuscript pages back there? Front seat question. Does anybody know if I skipped anything? I don't really want to. I don't want to go back there unless I have to. The fuck was that? Probably. Oh boy. We could try it. I can go check. I'll go check too. Okay, we gotta funnel them all down, you know? Just gotta funnel them all into one area. This guy, what is he wearing? One bullet left? Ow! Okay, we've done it. We have truly one bullet left. I hope to God. There's something over here. There's nothing over here. Fuck. I don't remember. It's been years since I played this game. Let's go check over here. We came from that way. Could be something over here. In before the something is a bear or a bad guy. Oh, guys, we're in trouble. We have no bullets. Uh-oh. This is called Through Tree. For your safety, stay on designated hiking trail. What if I use this table to jump off the edge? If only you hadn't shot the oil on the ground. Oh, that's funny. This thing moved, which I don't like. Coffee thermos. Everything is right in the world. We do truly have an emotional support pistol right now because it has no bullets. Is it supposed to be difficult, or do you just make it look difficult? Thanks, Cherub. I just make it look difficult. The tree, hi Cherub. The tree this ring was cut from started growing in 1846, the year the Oregon Treaty was signed. Other notable events marked on the rings: the Washington Territory was formed, founding of Bright Falls Mining Company. Washington was granted statehood. Tree damaged in forest fire. Bright Falls Mining Company closes its doors after a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake. We heard about this. 1980, 10 years later, Mount St. Helens erupts. 87, tree felled by storm. I mean, that has to weigh like thousands of pounds. And I'm out here pushing it like a swing. Taking it like a champ. Just a punch to the head from a tree. Probably weighs like 1,000 pounds, probably, right? Wait, where am I supposed to go? That other thing was blocked. But this way said... But this way doesn't look like there's anything over here. Let's go back. I could carry that easily. Yeah. And you could definitely dig a huge trench in your yard. We've had this conversation before. There's a manuscript page. Oh, do I just jump over right here? Literally right here. You can just go around it, guys. F5, Nightingale's arrival. Who's
Agent
Nightingale?
Didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
At any cost. I think you're just... so my sort of final interpretation is you're supposed to be reading these as... and maybe this is because of the way that we got two very bad back-to-back descriptions of characters and the way that they see women. But my take has evolved into... And it's not like we weren't thinking this after episode 1 and some of the writing in here. My take has evolved into we're reading a James Patterson-esque, and I mean that with all the shade in the world. Jack Reacher-esque, just like quick slapdash together sort of novel, mostly for the like cultural reflection upon what, like, it's a novelized horror story sort of thing, reflects upon what we're playing, and potentially for a little bit of insight into our characters, but any of that is a little bit dubious because it's being presented, it's being being filtered. We made it to some light. That's a checkpoint. Getting there. This is very Twin Peaks. Yeah, except he loves the coffee. He doesn't hate the coffee and the scare behind the smiles. He loves the coffee. This is good. Where do we stand on Alan being a reliable narrator? Oh boy. We don't. I don't know. We're headed towards that thing right there. Chat, where is a front seat question? Is there any great place to end the game in the next like 5 to 10 minutes, or should I just kind of call it here at a good spot to pause for today? This is sketchy. Alan Wake's reliability.
Shit.
That's not good. What's happening? Wah! Previously on Alan Wake. Call it here. Too late now. Whoops. That guy's got a machete. Ah! It's a flare.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff.
Give me a Coleman
The flares will
lantern.
keep the bastards away.
Flares, okay. Who's this guy? Diane, 11:30 a.m., February 24th, entering the town of Twin Peaks. Okay, so...
Hell, of course I see him. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first
It's the ferry guy!
arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up. You set him up, and I'll knock him down, Wake.
He knew my name. He shows that by using my name twice in a row. Wake makes his way towards Lover Peak with the kidnapper. Okay, we'll call it right there. Find out next week on the next episode of Alan Wake. I think we'll call it right there. I think we'll call it about right there. Okay, interesting. We're headed with the kidnapper? What happened to my fucking wife, bro? I bet we're just about to ask the person that. Where's Alice? What's going on? This is the guy who was standing on the ferry, making very shadowy remarks at me, very shady remarks at me. Something like you'll get what's coming to you, or something like that. Very early on. It's Guy Fieri. All right, cool. We're gonna call it right there. I'm gonna quit the menu, and we will we'll resume here next week. Unfortunately, I don't have time to play more today. But thanks for watching, you guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video. I hope you're enjoying it. We'll be streaming more of it next week on Twitch. So if you want to come by for the live streams, you can either follow or you can enter the Discord, and I'll tell you when we're doing it, etc. Bye, YouTube. Bye. Dude, what a game. It's just so, like, I don't know. I hope I'm not annoying with the amount of conversation I'm doing, but it's just so thought-provoking, you know? I'm just, like, everything strikes a chord. Everything provokes some sort of thought. Dreamer Fun, thanks for the follow. Thank you. Thanks for the stream. I missed most of it. I'm glad you're enjoying the game. Yeah, definitely enjoying the game. Have a good trip, Dingus. Run fast. Thanks, Carly. What do you think the game got recommended to you for? It's a fair point. It's similar levels in a very different way, but it's similar levels of like Until Dawn in terms of just like lots of reactions, lots of danger. We're quickly moving from one danger to the next, you know? Nice, Carly. Carly gets some cards. Let's go. Let's go, Carly. Let's freaking go. We'll open those next week too. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna be gone the rest of the week, but we'll be back probably around Tuesday, on stream. So it's not a prank.
It was just a prank, Han.
Barry. Carly, more like Cardly. Am I right? Have a great race. Thanks very much. If you are bored on Saturday morning and you want to write some messages in Discord to Megan, she'll be bored at the race without, like, she won't be running it, so she'll be hanging out with friends. But you can always bug her for updates. Or entertain her with your questions or thoughts. Don't let the shadowy axe guys catch you. I hope to God there are no shadowy axe guys. Maybe I'll run really fast. Anyways. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for hanging out. Much love.